What is a society but a collection of individuals all working towards bettering the needs of all individuals? A society connects. One individual creates something and then the next builds upon it. In both cases, the individuals at play are mutually benefiting each other and the person who consumes the thing they create. Every action you take has a cause and effect. If you do something to someone, it will influence the outcome of what they do next, even in small ways. If I'm late for work because of traffic, I might be angry all day at work, because when I grew up, my parents were constantly angry. Thus, their behavior is how I understand the world. Maybe that anger is taken out on a coworker, and maybe that coworker reacts to it emotionally due to having only a mother as a child and how people treated them due to that. These things go on to influences the business in subtle ways, and then the business being different influence society in subtle ways, which trickles down into changing other individuals who don't even know these people. Everything has a cause and effect. The people in our community have an influence on your life, even if it isn't apparent. If you help a homeless person monetarily or even just with emotional support, they could go on to work a job that benefits you. Or if they were kind, they could do the same thing you did, but for someone else, and then that person goes on to create something that helps the collective. On the other hand, letting people live who will do bad for the world at large is also morally wrong. If someone is a serial rapist lacking empathy, we could do our best to control their urges, but if nothing keeps them at bay, we have to take matters into our own hands in order to prevent more victims from being accrued. The same can be said of people in power. If a president is harming the innocent, there is no reason to not have them killed and replaced with a person who will do what is best for society as a whole. We must exercise prudence if we ever want to be accommodated for in any regard. Thus, if one person has a friend in a bind, helping them out can only bring good things, either directly in the form of compensation or indirectly in the form of people who are affected by that friend levying good things upon you in the future. If we act charitably with kindness, love, and understanding, we will receive something back from the world. Even if you influence only 5 people to act in a similar way, that's 5 people who will go on to influence others, and over time this will lead society to being more kind and efficient for the entirety of society. What is good for society is good for you as an individual because it affects everyone. And barring my psychotic revolutionary jargon, you will be affected to later kindness regardless of the slow change of society because of how people already are. Love humanity and you will receive love in return.